me?
Yes, sir.
How beneficial was that experience of Saturday, and does it alter how you approach preparation going forward, having a little bit of that college experience now?
Yes, sir. It was great getting my feet wet for my first college game. Really just going in there trying to execute plays and making sure all my fundamentals were correct, and just got to keep preparing for the upcoming weeks.
The Irish Noles from Warchant.
What did you feel like going in? Did you have a lot of? I mean, yeah, I imagine there had to be some amount of nerves. Did it take a while to settle that down, or did it happen quickly?
Yeah, when they called my name, told me I was going in the last couple of drives, I just started warming up. Just really wasn't thinking about much, and just be calm and just execute my plays and go through my reads and just make sure everything was going good, and make sure I know like what I see out there on the field, and make sure my footwork was good, and just making sure I know the plays.
The Antoine Staley from Tallahassee Democrat.
You missed a great deal of time due to injury. Did you feel like you were behind some of the other players trying to get the system down? How did that go? Trying to feel like when you came back from injury.
When I was coming back from my injury, I still was in our meetings. Like the day after my surgery, I was still talking to the coaches about plays, going over stuff. So they're making sure I wasn't falling behind the rest of the quarterbacks. And so when I get back in there, I still know what's going on, and I feel pretty confident when I'm playing.
Chubba, was there any sort of like a emotional hurdle or mental hurdle you had to make to, I guess, just to feel physical contact live in a game that maybe is going to help you feel more settled in the next time you get an opportunity if it does come?
Yes, sir. When I first got in there, I haven't gotten hit since my injury when I broke my collarbone. But when I first got hit, it felt pretty good to like feel what it would feel like to see like if I could take more or less. But I thought it was pretty good to get hit once, so I felt pretty good about that.
Terry from Tallahassee.
When you came into the huddle, what was your message to the players out there? Was it, let's go win this thing? Was it, let's go put some work in and show what we got? Or was it just nothing and went straight to work?
Yeah, just when we got in the huddle, I just said, let's go execute. And I know there's not a lot of time left on the game. So I said, let's look good out there and just put some good film and just get ready for the next game and just focus on one play at a time.
Chubba, obviously the collarbone when you got on campus, but before you came to campus, I think you had something at home with a mishap where you got a little bit dinged up. Have these just been like some fluke instances? Like, do you need to start knocking on wood or something, or do you feel good about your long-term sort of prognosis?
Oh yeah, I feel good about my long-term. I just been really focusing on getting healthy again, and I felt good out there, felt pretty good. So I just got to keep getting better and just keep preparing every week.
What were your conversations like with the receivers? I mean, they had a tough time catching the ball. Did they come to you and say anything about it, or do you say anything to them in those situations?
Oh yeah, in those situations, I just went up to them and I said, "You'll be fine. Just go out next play, and just you got to leave those plays like that in the past." And I feel confident in my receivers because in practice they're always catching stuff and making great plays. And against North Carolina, they were making great plays. So I know it was just one of those days, but I feel confident in every single receiver that we got.
I guess, I mean, coming in, being able to practice and then getting sidelined in the first scrimmage, I guess who kind of helped you through that process, be it talking through that kind of thing, be it someone on staff, maybe your brother, I don't know, who just kind of helped you talk through? I'm sure it was a pretty frustrating experience.
Yeah, just the coaches, they've helped me. They've talked me through it. The quarterbacks like Jordan and James, like we always talk about like what's going to happen and how like if I were to go in, like what would I do, and just going over plays through my head and being mentally ready for that kind of situation.
Chubba, I don't know if it was simply the way the plays were called up, or was it any of it nerves, just the I guess the lack of velocity on the throws you were making, or was it just simply they just needed to be that sort of pace to get it to your receivers?
Just really everything that we were doing was good. When I was out there making my throws, I was just focusing on my mechanics, and I just feel like the receivers with the ones that I was out there with, they haven't really caught for me really much in practice. So I feel like we put in more extra work after practice, and I just keep throwing to them so they get used to the kind of ball I throw. So, but I feel like they're going to execute and they're going to get better every day.
All right, thanks, Chubba.
Appreciate it.
And that'll wrap us up for today. Tomorrow will be about